Bay City, Michigan. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. Today is chapter 20, and we're going to be looking at verse 2 today. Proverbs chapter 20, verse 2. Good morning, Chris. Good to have you here this morning. So glad that you were able to catch us live. So, sometimes you guys don't know who I'm talking to because you don't see my live feed from YouTube and the conversation that comes up through that. Only on both at the same time. But just know this. When people pop up and they say something to me, I often will try to interact. Chris is a dear friend. Good morning, Shane from Wisconsin. Good to have you as well. Chris is a dear friend who is also our Missouri chaplain. And for Broken Chains JC, very good to have him. And of course, Shane is a member of Broken Chains JC over in Wisconsin, and very for that. Today, Proverbs chapter 20, verse 2, and it says this: a king's terrible wrath is like a roaring of a lion. Anyone who provokes him is our king. Good morning, Victor. He is our king and our leader. A faithful, sovereign God who he must live into. Now, that's the... we talked about atheism yesterday, and somebody brought up the fact that there were 3,000 on themselves. But the sovereign God, the creator of heaven and earth, things happen, these things will happen. And if you do this, I must do this. I can't go past this, or I won't go past that. That is something that you and we struggle with. We can't understand. But this verse from Solomon, like a roaring of a lion, anyone who provokes him endangers himself. I know I'm running on cellular service and my connection is weak, so if we lose each other, I have to apologize. But I want you to hear this. The king's wrath is terrible because it's set in stone. The king cannot change the law once it's set. He can't just go in and say, well, I didn't mean that. He has to follow what he put in front of himself. It's the law, and he's bound by it as well. And anyone who goes against it will have to suffer the kind who are made up by mankind to fill a position in our lives.